So this is how I make biscuits now, except today's a special day because I'm going to be making them, instead of milk, I'm going to use chocolate almond milk because I found it in the garbage where I work. I drank a little bit of it and it tasted good, so should make for a good recipe. So I don't have any measuring utensils, once again, so I just have to improvise with everything. So. Ooh, this tape a little bit shaky, that's not going to be good for my tripod, but so you never really know how much flour to use. Since this is my lunch the next 2 days, I don't want to be skimpy. Yeah, that's actually fitting a little bit too much. So I want to leave a little bit of extra room on the baking sheet because I'm going to be baking hot dogs also, just to do it at the same time. Or if there's no room, I have another baking sheet. It just seems silly to put 2 hot dogs on their own baking sheet. Alright. Yeah, I'll eat some today also, so it's alright. Here's the next ingredient. This is the harder one to guess because if you don't know how much flour you're using, you have no clue how much baking soda you need. I tend to underdo it, but hopefully that'll be okay. Seems like a decent amount. This is going to be a large batch. Well, okay. And then you have your banana, which, let's see. Alright, wait. Yeah, so I already preheated the oven. That's all upstairs. I think everybody's gone now, so I can film without causing suspicion. But who knows? Let's see. So I like to just chop them into approximately quarters to make it easier. Cut them. So then you get, they're not really the right shape, but close enough, doesn't really matter. You probably can't see them because my arm's in the way, but you can hear the knife. I don't have a cutting board either, so I've become accustomed to this unpleasant sound. Alright. Oh man, that's way too much fun. Let's see. Alright, now I feel a little better. Wait, I'm just going to put the bananas in. I don't really need to see that. Alright. So, it's 1 banana is always basically the right amount. Oh, and you have to get your butter ready. This has to be done upstairs because of the microwave. So, this is like the least important part to get the measurement right. Because I tried making them without butter, and you can tell, like I was thinking it might be a luxury ingredient that I could cut out, but you can tell when there's no butter, so. The microwave upstairs is weak, so it takes like 45 seconds to melt that much butter. Anyway, as long as no one's here, I can keep filming. Let's see. Here is the baking sheet, which I have to wash. I'll do that soon. It's already pretty good. There's something mysterious that they do. They open these bags. There's still chips in here. I don't get it. I don't know why they don't just finish them. But whatever, I benefit from it. So yeah, you don't really need soap or anything, it's just biscuits. Just gotta scrub off whatever's there. Yeah, this is good enough, I'll just bring this down. To dry it off with something. I have, here it is, this little rag. You don't really want it to be all wet, but it's all oily, because a lot of what's on there is butter. Yeah, whatever. I gotta go get the butter. The ball always gets hotter than the butter, so it's sometimes a challenge to bring it back down, especially when you only have one hand. But I've got it. Okay, so now here's the interesting part. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to taste with chocolate milk. I don't know if chocolate and banana goes together at all, but chocolate and butter almost certainly doesn't. Get this book out of the way. But yeah, this one's a real experimental one. Usually I scrape out the rest of the butter, but that's hard to do with one hand, as is stirring this. The chocolate almond milk doesn't work out. I can just drink it. It does taste good, but I figured it would be more valuable to me as an ingredient because it's not sweetened or anything, so it's not really so enjoyable to just drink on its own. So yeah, this is not the ideal mixing bowl. This is just something I stole from upstairs. It's a little bit too deep. It's not really wide enough, so stuff gets stuck underneath. Yeah, I should have made a much smaller batch, considering I have no clue if it's going to be good. So you just keep on adding more of whatever milk you're using until it's moist all over instead of whatever it is right now. And I'm always conservative about that because I like to conserve my milk product, whatever it may be. So I go a little bit at a time till it's about this consistency. There's still those little pockets hiding in the bottom that are the bottom and the middle or around the sides. And in the middle tends to be the hardest parts to get, but anyway, oh man, yeah, there's huge patches. This is why you need a proper mixing bowl, but well, you don't need it, you just would benefit from it. This is still quite doable. As I've been doing 3 times a week, approximately. Twice for lunch, and then once I have some snacks on the weekends. My biscuit consumption has gone up. Actually, I used to do it every 3 days or so when I was at home. So, oops. It's not terribly high, but it's a little little higher than it usually is because I also make larger batches here, so you'll see soon. Alright, so now you've got this and you just have to butter it up. Because this is just something I found in the garbage, I don't care too much. The stuff sticks to it. So whatever, that's good enough. And then, yeah, this is about the right consistency. Could even be a little bit drier, actually. Doesn't need to be this moist. So yeah, I don't even bother forming the individual biscuits anymore. There's not really enough room. There's no real need to either. You can just break it after it's done cooking. But yeah, these sheets are smaller and these batches are bigger, so I'll skip ahead now to when I put the hot dogs on because I take forever to get the rest of this stuff out of here. Okay, here come the hot dogs. These were thrown away by my roommates. I think they're still good. Oh, this is sloppy. Wait a second. Yeah, you're not missing too much. Oh, actually, you are messing up. You see, I didn't want them to touch, and they are. But, alright, let me... alright. Yeah, these things aren't meant to be sharing a baking sheet. It's like carpooling. You do it for efficiency. Not that I pay the bills here, but I try to be conscientious. Okay. Alright, so this can go into the oven. These platy massive biscuits, as I call them, take longer. The other ones took like 15 minutes. These take 30 or so. More sometimes. So I usually don't preheat it properly. Okay. So I'll come back when they're done. So I have to try them both, although they're not really the kind of thing you want to eat together. But I just have to clean this out. I always get dough in my finger hairs when I use this because it's so deep. But whatever. Anyway, I'll come back. Well, here it is. I was assuming that they were going to take the same amount of time to cook. Looks like they did. So yeah, there's a little bit of what is that? I can't think of the word. Interference or something over there, but whatever. Yeah, this is a hot dog. It's cooked. I don't really need to taste it, but this will be interesting. Might not be cooked all the way. I was hoping it was. Yeah, I think it is. It's just underwhelming. You would expect more. I mean, it's even a different color, but yeah, it's only the faintest sort of chocolate. It's not bad though. You can certainly use the chocolate stuff, but it doesn't really elevate your biscuits.